answer back. I'll read over the comments throughout the live here and there. And I'm just happy that you're here. And we're just turning off the air conditioner there. Okay, where are we? Live on Facebook. There we go. I don't know if we're live on Facebook yet, Ange. We just got to check that out, are we? Just gotta bring this.
Just gonna say hi to Susan. She said hi.
Hi, Susan. How are you? I think we are, Ange. We're okay. I can check it right here. Yep. Yeah, we are live. We've got 19 people already watching, so we're good.
Adriana
right.
looks super cute today.
Adriana looks really cute today. What's she wearing today?
Adriana.
What are you wearing? Oh, you look super cute today. You look so nice.
You gotta come here now.
Look really nice.
We want to see you.
Great outfit.
Thanks. McCall said there's nothing better than a crisp white shirt.
There is nothing better than a crisp white shirt.
That is nice.
That is really nice. Adriana works at 30 Church
A little, yes, I do. Yeah.
and at Mansour's. Yeah.
That's it, though.
That's it. That's fair. That looks great. I love your outfit.
Thank you so much. You look beautiful today, too. Joseph Ribkoff.
Yeah, that's right. You recognize it. I love this dress. It's so comfy.
It's beautiful.
It's got a lot of flounce. Kaylee was wearing that flouncy dress yesterday, and it made me want to flounce today.
Fire.
Yeah. So today we're talking about yarn stories. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. And I want to talk about Woolbox and show you what we're doing with Woolbox. Right now, today I kind of got a big day today because, well, there's something we got to tell you. We're going to tell you that later, are we? Ange, did you pick a?
Uh-oh.
You didn't? We got to send out a ring to somebody.
I do.
Yeah. Well, someone on the list. I could go in right now and just
Sure.
do it. Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
All right, I'll do that. So we're going to go in and we're going to just like do a spin, and I am going to open a new tab. And we're going to log in to our 10 minutes a day challenge list. And we're going to pick a winner for, oh, it said something went wrong. Dear. Goodness gracious. There's always something going wrong somewhere. I mean, really, there is. It's true, right? Something's going wrong somewhere all the time. All right. I got to go to the list. And I wonder, is it going to be you? Are you in the 10 minute a day challenge? Who's in the 10 minute a day challenge? And we are going to go in, and there's 660 people in the challenge.
Great.
Isn't that great? And you're posting like crazy. I'm going to go to page 5 out of the blue, and it's Jane Faulkner. Jane E. Faulkner came up. So can you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Jane Faulkner, you are the winner of a Create Beauty Everyday ring. So email us with your size, and off we go. That's great. Alrighty. So Jane Faulkner is the winner. And of course, there's going to be a couple prizes at the end of this too. All right. So for today in our live, we are going to do some serious hooking, and I'm going to show you some story yarns, and not the brand story yarns, but just great yarn. So be sure, Kathy Ann says, hello from Halifax. It's hot in Halifax. And Deborah says, hi from Guelph, Ontario. I'm just going to use this Sparkling Selena now. And what I'm doing here is I am going to, I just want to talk today about thin yarns. And, you know, a lot of times we forget about the importance of texture and a variety of textures, and we go chunky, which, I mean, I do a lot of chunky yarns and I like them, and I'm using lots of chunky yarns in this particular rug. This rug I showed you last week. I was working on it, and it is, well, it's kind of like a great big mixture of birds and flowers, similar to designs I have worked earlier this spring. But the tone is changing in this, because what's coming up now? What's coming after July?
Aww.
I know. August. And if you look around now, you'll start noticing that there are red berries on trees. Do you notice? I know. But there are red berries on trees. I always think of Joanna Close, who used to work with me so many years ago. And she said, we were both sitting down in July, and we were both saying, oh, I just love in the evenings when you can put on a sweater. And it was like sacrilegious because people love July. But I don't mind seeing the turn, though. So August is so golden. July is still, like June is like that to me. You know, it's soft and pale, and then July gets stronger in color, and then August starts to turn. So this color is going to have some August shades going in. You know, I'm sort of changing. It's not going to be all soft, and I'm going to deepen the colors here. All right. So do we have a question for today? Lorna, do you have a question to ask everybody today? Got anything? It's always fun when we have a question.
Probably give me time to think on that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. I sometimes have a hard time thinking of questions to ask you, but I love when we ask a question and you answer. I just find the comments, I always read the comments after, and I just find it so interesting. So, well, let's ask a question about August. What do you love about August? What is it about August that's a good thing? Because we're going into August now. So in the comments, you could write down, tell us what you love about August, and I'll look here and see what you're saying about August. Here we go.
August always reminds me of corn on the cob.
Oh, yeah, it does. You're right.
I love corn on the cob.
August kind of reminds you, how am I braving the heat? Asked Christine Fior. I found it really hard last week, but I'm getting used to it, and now it's settling down. Our heat's lifted up. And Christine, I read your book, and I enjoyed it. I read your book one evening last week. Christine is a rug hooker, and she has a new book out about her experience in a cult. And so that's out there. Christine, if you want to put the title down in the comments, you can. And I read it and I enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing that with me and letting me know. Sylvia Gary says she loves August because her beautiful daughter was born. And Lee Young said that she's looking forward to August because it's an upcoming wedding and it's her wedding anniversary. And Heather Coyne says blueberry grunt. Well, that's true. Blueberries, right? That's good enough, isn't it? Right there. Just blueberries.
That's what Cheryl said. You start, getting stuff in your garden.
Yeah, you start to harvest, right? Cheryl said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am going to show you. So I'm going to finish off. I'm not sure about these whites. I've been having a really hard time integrating the birds into these flower rugs, some of them, into those rugs. So I'm sort of going in a mix here. So I want to show you something. I went to visit my friend Megan. I'm going to come back in. I went to visit my friend Megan. And I said, and she was doing these little tiny with sock yarn. And I didn't want it with sock yarn, but I love worsted weight yarn because you get this kind of effect right here. Like this is a worsted weight here. And so these are stories. These are kind of storybooks, I guess. And this one is called Peace in the House. And it comes with 5 skeins. Altogether, there are 215 yards in total, 125 grams. So this one, and there's all these little skeins, 5 little skeins in here. And this one's called Peace in the House. This one is a takeoff from Lucy Maud Montgomery. And it says, there will always be October. So that there will always, what did Anna Green Gables say? She said something about October. I can't remember exactly how she said it, but that's in tribute to her. And this one is called Red Ruby and Her Sisters because I've been sort of off of red, but I'm coming back. I'm slowly coming back to red. And this is called Red Ruby and Her Sisters. And all of these have can you imagine the story of Red Ruby and her sisters? So tell me that story. Or tell me the story of There Will Always Be October. Tell me the story of peace in the house. Tell me the story of once upon a garden. Look at these. Isn't this great? And I'm going to use that one. And then tell me the story of Gonna Love Me Blues.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice? Oh. I know. And then here's another story for you. This is my story. Wild Abandon. I wish it was my story. Sometimes I do, but I don't really. If I wanted that story, I'd live that story. And this one is Bless the Trees. You know, people, have you heard about forest bathing? Have you guys been finding out about that? Have you heard anything about it? Anybody out there heard about forest bathing? Has anyone heard of forest bathing? It's something, if you just Google it, there's all kinds of information on it. But there's just talks about the value of, it's really about the value of being in the forest and laying in nature. So I'm probably going to use Bless the Trees, and I'm already started to use this one, Once Upon a Garden. So I'm going to show you what they look like when you bust them open and mess them up. Because I've got one here, all busted open and all messed up. There it is. So you get all these little skeins. This one's busted open and all messed up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this green and start on a background here in behind this one. So this green came, the one that I'm opening here is Once Upon a Garden. That's the one that I opened. So this is the green. And of course this blue over here that I'm using there is from Gonna Love Me Blues.
And what ply are they, Deanne?
These are, well, they're it's actually a 4-ply yarn, but it's very fine. It's superwash merino. So it's quite fine. So I'll take it and I'll double it. And then I'm going to get in here.
And Carol knows what for this baby is. Carol Cooper, she says she knows what it is.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's what?
Wonderful.
It's wonderful. Maybe she doesn't. I have never done it.
I don't know.
Carol, do you do forest bathing? Anybody else here? Yes, I do forest bathing, says Maggie Bathory. And Pam Maxfield, yes, forest bathing. And Sheila McIntyre said, Once Upon a Garden is delicious. Pam Maxfield said, I like August because it's 1 month closer to October. Okay, we're friends. I love October. And over here, I'm going to see what people are saying on the website. It's kind of fun. I like managing the comments myself. Joe, we do miss you. Sherry said both my daughter and I have August anniversary, and her and her husband will be married 40 years. Carol Weingartner said that it's her birthday and her son's birthday. So a lot of people love the month, their birthday month. And Lynn from southeastern Alberta said August is grain harvest and crickets. Oh, that's nice.
I believe it's her 58th anniversary.
Oh my goodness, isn't that amazing? Beautiful. Look at this. Now just look, what I want you to see is the difference in the texture. And what a difference. So, you know, you do really want all kinds of weights of yarns. And I find that this yarn, when you use a merino, like weight like this, what's it called again? Superwash merino. It's a worsted weight. What happens is it almost looks like a mosaic to me, like the way the yarn blends in. I just love that. So this is under new products on our website if you want to get a little set of story yarns for yourself. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I'm going to start something else too here. I'm going to open one of these. So now we want to see what a variegated one looks like.
I don't know if it's forest bathing just what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think so. It's just, I think...
Have you done this?
I haven't done it, no. But I've been thinking about doing it. I've been thinking about, like, down in our little woods.
Yeah.
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 But, you know, I think it's really just about being in nature.
Yeah.
And you could lay on the moss but ticks are bad in Nova Scotia this time of year, so I'm not going until the fall.
Are you nude?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you're
No, you're dressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was like
Oh, yeah.
getting in touch with nature.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe some people do it like that, but no, I think it's
You
just
go in the forest.
just go in the forest and just lay and let it, I think, I don't know. Other people obviously know more about it than I do because they have done it. Hi from Dickey Street. That's just down the road. Hi, Marilyn. Martina Monroe says, I am loving this August because my daughter's getting married on the 6th. Oh, she's going to have fun. So let's see this one.
Carol says, haha, you do not forest bathe in the nude.
Thanks, Carol.
That's what it kind of sounds like.
We don't know,
I know,
right?
I was like, it kind of sounds like
There's
that.
nothing wrong with asking questions. I think asking questions is a good thing. So I'm going to bring this flower is going to be this color. I don't know what it's going to be outlined, but I just want to see it this color.
So if you invite us out, Angela, for your house on
Well,
Monday,
your
don't-
place
don't
would
be
be a
forest
great
bathing.
with all those Norwegian pines for forest bathing, Angela. Yeah.
Just keep your clothes on, Lorna.
Well, I was just thinking about that because bless the pines. That's what made me think about it. One thing, I love how one thing leads to another. I love that. So putting this, look at this. Oh, this is great. Now you could even do 3 strands at a time if you want it. Let's try it with 3 strands. See if it looks any different. I don't like it with 3 strands. It's just clumpy. Just too tight together right there. Oh, yeah, I'm going to finish this up now, but it's just not my favorite. I'd rather do it with 2 strands. I'd rather take longer and do it with 2 strands than do it with 3. See, there's a little bit more movement with the 2 strands in my mind. Sometimes this might be okay, but I just rather it with 2. Just a little gentler. So folks, we are going to take a break for the month of August from our live. And we're going to have some good things, some good news when we come back, aren't we, Angela? We don't know what the news is necessarily yet because we're making some decisions, aren't we?
We are.
We're making some decisions during August about what we want to do next and how we want to do it. We know there's one thing big that we're going to do. And will we be able to talk about that in September, do you think, when we come back in September?
Maybe.
The one thing that you're working on? We should be able to talk about that then.
Sure.
She's not even sure what it is. And this is the scary part, folks. She spends most of her day working on it.
Oh! Sorry, I thought it was the... Whoops. I thought it was the other big thing.
The other big thing, that is what we have to decide about. We're going to decide about some big things in August. And I'm going to take a month to sort of just regroup with the live and rethink about how we want to do things. We will, of course, be doing our inspiration sessions. And after this live, we're doing a live hook-in for all the people who are in the inspiration sessions. So if you're not in the inspiration sessions, you want to get in it next year because we are doing a live. We started doing a live hook-in every month just because we value the people who are there so much, and we want to have some. We want to know them. So. Right, so we're going to do that at 3:00 today. But yeah, we're going to take a break for the month of August, and I think Angela's going to put up some older lives each Thursday. Mm-hmm. And so some of the things might not exactly be current. You might be showing yarns that we no longer have, but it's fun. There are 108-ish lives, so there's really probably about 111. We're not really sure. No one's ever gone and counted them, but. If you want to, you can go back over the next 4 weeks. You can go back and watch some of the reruns. But we're just going
And
to...
we're definitely back in September.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely coming back in September. Live's not over. We enjoy doing it. I love doing it. It's fun. But we want to have a little bit of freedom for a month to just sort of... Well, I'm doing that group with... that group starts... I have a small group of women that I'm going to be working with... in a small group creativity course, and I want to focus on that. And I also want to look at this. Isn't this sweet? Now, you tell me that and that, like look at this and then look at that, and then think about how like different the textures are, but how that's going to make this rug so much more interesting because of the contrast. Contrast is really important in everything that we're doing, right? But I'm loving this. And I think now what I want to do is I want to get that blue again, which is basically, it's kind of like sea glass. And I'm going to take that blue and I'm going to outline this in here. Well, I don't think I'm going to outline the outside of this. I'm going to outline this in here, but then I'm going to add Now what we need is a texture that would, oh, that's the one. Okay. This is Teal Tide, and it's 80/20 bulky, superwash merino. And this is also from Megan. I went to visit Megan and we came up with some new products for the studio, including our story yarns over here, because a yarn is a story, isn't it? If you're from where I'm from. Here it is too, isn't it? Yarn. Yarn is a story, generally. You say yarn, he's telling a yarn. Do you hear that?
Never heard of it.
Never heard
Oh,
of it?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
South Shore.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's watch this textural contrast, and I love this. This is what keeps me hooking rugs. That, you know, smart, interesting things happen. Do you want to go down the basement and see what... Do you want to go down the basement? Do you think we can get into the basement? Do you want to
Would be
try it?
fun.
Well, we can try it. We don't know if we can or not, but we can try it. Now I'm going to open this yarn before I go, just because I want to have a look at it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little nip out of here of the coral part. And I'm just going to see what this looks like. I messed it up. There we go. Just a little nip of coral there for the center. I'm not going to outline this. I'm going to leave that as it is, but I'm just going to show you. This is Syrah, I think. I've had this kicking around for a while, but that's not going to work there. It's too light, but I'm just going to do a little blending here. This one has no... It has no stem. Let me give it a stem. There we go. Awesome. Get that out.
I think I need that teal tide.
Isn't that nice?
Oh my gosh.
That's Teal Tide. So I'm going to show you some of the other colors that we got. So these yarns are Gonna Love Me Blues, Bless the Trees, Once Upon a Garden, There Will Always Be October, reference
sisters. Is it?
Ruby and her Red Ruby and her
Red
sisters. Red Ruby and her sisters. I love that one.
Yeah.
Wild Abandon. Can't beat that. Peace in the House. I mean, maybe you don't live with Wild Abandon, but every once in a while we still feel it, right? It's so nice. And these are the colors. Besides Teal Tide, we have new colors in Lichen and Lace. We have Amber. We have Baby Eggplant. We have Blue Lagoon, all in chunky. We have Clover. We have Rhubarb. We have Coral. Her coral is gorgeous. We have Citron. And we have Seagrass.
Oh,
I know. They're gorgeous.
look at that.
Look at this.
Oh,
I'm going to take a picture of this for Instagram because it is too friggin' pretty. I'm going to get my phone. Okay, I'll be right back. Got to do that. It's too nice.
I'm going to be broke. I bought a bag of wool last week.
Look at this. Oh. How's it look? Gotta get up here. Gotta get up further. All right.
And what was the color that you were using again today from this?
I was using
Teal tide, I think.
Teal Tide, which is in there, but the one I picked out was Once Upon a Garden. But I'm probably gonna get one of every one of those. I don't know. I like them all. They're all good, and they're all like. If you have one of these, you have a colorway for a rug, right? It's all color planned for you. All right.
I want this
You
one.
taking the secret? We have lots and we can get more. So come on downstairs. Let's go see if we can visit Darla. Are you guys ready to go to the basement?
Oh, this is exciting.
All right. We'll see if we can get there. So if we can't get there, we're just going to say we'll see you. Just in case.
In September.
Oh, we'll definitely see you in September.
Yeah.
But if we can't get to the basement today, we'll be back in September with some exciting things. We have a new course coming, an awesome course. And no, you guys hold on to the rail when you're going down the stairs. See if we can hold on to our internet. Darla, you're making up the August wool box? July. Right. Are we still on?
We're still
We're
on.
still on.
Woohoo!
Are we going to have a little peek or? Well, I don't want to disappoint the people who are in it. but
Yeah, so what we do is every month, Greg will dye a couple of swatches of cloth.
yeah,
We always start with an inspiration card, so we look at the colors and so on. So Greg has dyed a couple of colors of cloth. And then we always have Angie to
Yeah.
dye a custom yarn that may coordinate with that. And then we fill it in with various textures and so on. And then we usually have one or two full skeins of something. So here's some matching boucle for the green. And we have some Noro for that dark blue. And it looks so nice against this is
that's slub.
Slubby,
Yeah, especially dyed slub with a
Especially
little,
dyed
yeah,
slub,
yeah.
And then we have some pink or red to go with your poppies.
And that's this month's wool box. And what's this say to you? Sometimes I am led astray by a bit of glitter or a bump in the road and don't quite know how to get back on the path. When that happens, all I have to do is pick up the hook and go to the frame, and I'll find myself there waiting for me.
Yeah.
She sounds sensible, whoever wrote
Yeah,
that.
she sounds like something Deanne would say.
Sounds like something I'd say. Yeah, it does. It does. Sometimes I read these things and I think,
You're so
that's good.
smart.
No, I don't really think that, but I think, that's not bad. All right. So that's Darla telling us about the wool box for this month. So it's going to be a beautiful wool box this month. I don't know if there's any room left in it or not.
Is that for new subscribers?
For new subscribers.
We have
There's a
bit of
little
room.
bit of room. So yeah, there's not much, but we get filled up each month pretty much. And so if you want to join. And now you got a little look at where we make some of our stuff, and it's not so beautiful down here, but it's still beautiful to me. I don't know why, because it used to be so bad.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
It used to be dark and dingy. So anyway, we're going back upstairs. Thanks, Darla.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Come on back up. We'll say goodbye up here. See you in September. We're off. There's Terry. See you, Terry. See you in September.
See you in September.